What is going on, everybody? It's your Ath Geek Uche Nwaneri here. And, I, like many of you out there who are fans of the Snyder Cut and the Snyderverse, continue to be perplexed with the decisions that Warner Brother makes whenever they are dealing with anything in the slightest that reaches into the Snyderverse or alludes to the Snyderverse or in this instance promotes the Snyderverse. Many people are justly outraged over the situation that presents itself right here, right now, as you see in front of you with this Zack Snyder's Justice League Own It Now Warner Brothers Entertainment trailer for the Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD release. A lot of things that we still don't know about Snyderverse, about the Snyder Cut itself. 4-hour film that was dropped on HBO Max, and here we have yet to know the actual numbers of the Snyder Cut. We've seen the numbers for every other HBO Max debut. Whether good, bad, or indifferent, they've been presented by Warner Brothers. But when it comes to the Snyder Cut, when it comes to Zack Snyder in general, Warner Brothers, very, very silent, almost somewhat deceptive in how they handle Zack Snyder and his projects. Now, that brings me to this trailer. The one thing, if you look closely, that is absolutely appalling about this trailer is the fact that at the very bottom of your screen, where it says the title of this video, you'll see an added note there, a link chain with the word unlisted next to it. Now, unlisted means, and as a YouTuber, as somebody who has unlisted videos himself, and I'm sure every person who creates content on YouTube has their share of unlisted videos. For the most part, there is usually a very short list of reasons as to why you unlist a video. But even looking past that, the only real major reason you unlist a video is because you don't want people to see it. Plain and simple. You only want a certain people to see it. But generally, this is not a video you want the wider audience to see. With all that we know about the history behind Zack Snyder's Justice League, there is really only one conclusion that we can draw, which is the obvious conclusion, which is the unsurprising yet still quite disturbing and economically completely befuddling reason that the execs at this movie studio continue to try to disavow, disregard, ignore, and unlist everything that has to do with this film. It's actually quite remarkable the lengths that they go to make sure that they bury this wonderful, far superior film when compared to the garbage that we got in 2017, obviously. It's quite remarkable that with a chance to gain so much goodwill from the fan base itself, easily they choose to show their ass and do things like this. They unlist what is probably the most popular film that they have dropped thus far in 2021. And hey, changed my mind. Because they don't get any traction in the movie theaters, or really for that matter on HBO Max, when they drop Mortal Kombat, when they drop Wonder Woman 1984, when they drop Godzilla versus King Kong. I mean, the list goes on. The list goes on. Oh, the Suicide Squad. Let's not forget. Did nothing really of note at the box office. While we sit here and we see Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings with back-to-back very positive weeks at the box office. I think that there's a lot to say about this lack of respect, this utter disdain for what literally is the best thing you got in your deck right now. Your deck is full of duds, minus one movie, Zack Snyder's Justice League. And yet you still choose to unlist it. You choose to forego the potential money and profits that would come along with having a proper promotion for this film. Can you imagine? You would think that this company, this business, doesn't really care about the bottom line of their business. Maybe that's why they're about to be sold once again. But this, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. It goes against the principles of business itself. And yet here we are with the home release of Zack Snyder's Justice League and the trailer for it being unlisted. But let's look at this. Cry Macho. Directed and starring Clint Eastwood, Cry Macho is a story of redemption. See it in theaters and on HBO Max this Friday. Get tickets now. Promoting a movie that nobody gives two shits about or even knew was coming out yet. There it is. And my first question to them, and luckily I caught this tweet when it was only about 15 seconds old. And I instantly sent this message. Hey, are you guys going to actually promote Zack Snyder's Justice League home release? You have the trailer for the Blu-ray as unlisted. Care to explain why? Now, I didn't actually expect a response from them, but I just thought that with a tweet that's only been out for 14 seconds, somebody is going to see it. Somebody in their offices is going to see it. It's going to be unavoidable. And, it just kind of, again, it goes to show that this is a company that's not serious about making money, because if they were, they'd promote the products that actually have fanfare. And they don't do that with the product that, for at least in 2021, has the most fanfare of everything that they've dropped. I don't know, man. The Snyderverse is something that the people want. The Snyderverse is a path forward for Warner Brothers. It is. It truly is. I can tell you right now, the Suicide Squad, that's not. Zatanna, that's not. Blue Beetle, no. I mean, come on. Let's be honest here. Even with, in my opinion, those not being the way forward for Warner Brothers, they still can go that route and still bring the Snyderverse into the picture because they have a multiverse setup. They said themselves they want a multiverse. So here's your chance to once again create goodwill with your fans, with your fan base that is very passionate about Zack Snyder's Justice League and the Snyderverse, and you choose to ignore it. So, guess we'll just keep passing WB around to every studio or every company that thinks they can do something with it until the eventual collapse or removal of the people who have continued to perpetrate such a ridiculous narrative to the public that they are now becoming just the meme and the butt of jokes in regards to people who have respect within the Hollywood comic book movie industry. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. Zack Snyder's Justice League, own it at home, Blu-ray 4K trailer, unlisted by Warner Brothers. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe to the Ath Geek Uche Nwaneri. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will catch you all on the next video. Peace.